We are good to go.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Professional Services Committee meeting for December 5th, 2024 for ALCOSAN. We will begin, please, with the roll call. Ms. Prater.
Emily Kincaid.
Here.
Dr. Shana Tharp-Gilliam.
Present.
Sylvia Wilson.
Here. All right, thank you so much. Today, we do not have any informational items, but we have 4 action items, and we'll begin with item A, a motion to recommend the approval of a service authorization for WSP USA Incorporated under the agreement for engineering consultant services for an amount not to exceed $39,324,380 to perform the scope of services for the final design of the Allegheny River Tunnel. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, the committee shortlisted 4 firms to submit proposals: DLZ, Peeney, STV, and WSP. The full board awarded this contract to WSP in September. It's the next tunnel. It's good to say that. The number may appear to be sticker shock, but it is not. That's a bargain. That's a bargain tunnel right there. And the director of engineering and construction will tell you what WSP is going to do for that bargain rate. Kim.
Thank you, Arletta, Madam Chair. So, like Arletta said, in the September board meeting, we did select WSP. After that, we opened the cost proposals and started negotiating and really thinking about the scope of work. The Allegheny River Tunnel has 12 near-surface facilities. In comparison, the Ohio River Tunnel has 8. So there are more near-surface facilities where we do the pickups from the where the water is overflowing now. Those are big projects, those near-surface facility projects. It is also longer. Of the 3 tunnel segments, the Allegheny River Tunnel is our longest segment. So we worked very hard with the team to really lean on the lessons learned of the Ohio River Tunnel and incorporate them into the scope of work and expectations for the Allegheny River Tunnel. And we got to this number collectively and feel very comfortable that we're gonna move into this phase and deliver something to pick up the overflows along the next tunnel leg.
Okay. Thank you. Are there any questions from our board members?
No, thank you. That was pretty clear, straightforward.
Okay, then I'll accept the motion in a second to approve.
So moved.
Okay, Emily, I'm going to assume.
Sorry, second. I thought I was unmuted.
Okay, sorry. Well, we can hear you now.
All right, good.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved. We'll move on to motion, the motion in item B to recommend the approval of a service authorization for McKim and Creed under the agreement, again for engineering consultant services for an amount not to exceed $96,084 to perform the scope of service for the evaluation and design of the solar power generation for the operations and maintenance building, which we usually just call the O&M building. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, the shortlist for this particular project that the committee approved was JMT, Interlogics, and McKim & Creed. The full board awarded this contract to McKim & Creed once again in September. rate. No, it's a lot cheaper than a tunnel to get solar power. Maybe we should do more solar power and less tunneling. I digress. Kim, explain.
Yeah, so it is a lot more straightforward, I'll tell you that. So we worked with McKim & Creed. We're excited to get started. We're excited to hopefully implement this project next year. It's a pretty quick turnaround. Well, actually, the target bid date is April of next year, and we'd expect to finish about the same time a year later. So McKim & Creed explained their costs. I think the scope of work is very understandable from each side, and we feel very comfortable bringing this to you for your recommendation.
Okay, thank you. Board members, any questions?
No questions. Motion.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. That is approved. All right, we'll move to item C, a motion to recommend the modification of service authorization 302 for Jacobs Engineering Group Incorporated to extend their green infrastructure source control program management role to provide ongoing program management support for the ALCOSAN Grow program for an amount not to exceed $3,396,434. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, as the committee knows, this is one of our 4 pillars of the Clean Water Program. Jacobs has been providing this service for some time. This will take us into the next phase. And Michael, our Director of Regional Conveyance, will further explain. Mike, unmute.
Thank you, Arletta, Madam Chair, members of the board. This service authorization is to extend the grow support services for Jacobs Engineering for an additional 48 months. The work performed under this service authorization includes program support services, review of grow applications, modeling support, consent decree compliance support, and preparation of consent decree submittals. In addition, this work includes performance evaluations and support to Tim Prevost, the manager of wet weather programs. The program to date has been highly successful and very popular with our customer municipalities. It assists in the necessary removal of infiltration and inflow, and the fee is consistent with past work performed. Therefore, we recommend approval.
Thank you.
Do these, sorry, quick question. For their services, are they more directed towards the folks that are participating in the GROW program, or is this more towards like ALCOSAN itself?
Well, there is some municipal support there, but a lot of it is the support to Tim and his team to provide the necessary support to evaluate the submittals, the grow applications when they're provided to him, and make proper judgments on the efficacy of their I&I proposal or GSI proposal. So a lot of it, there's some municipal support in there, but a lot of it is actual program support.
Okay, great, thank you. Motion to approve.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Motion is approved. Item D is a motion to recommend modification of service authorization 382 for CDM Smith to provide services during construction for the solids thickening and dewatering improvements project. This is contract 1799 for an amount not to exceed $2,079,862. Ms. Williams.
Madam Chair, I'm sure the board recalls the scintillating presentation made by Manager of Capital Projects for the treatment plant, Jeff Ardrose, at the last board meeting. I mean, that was some good stuff. This is the project CDM Smith, the design consultant. As the committee knows, we keep the design consultant into construction. This is ongoing work. We respectfully request your approval because none of us can improve on Jeff's presentation.
Okay, if there's no questions, could I have a motion in a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, the motion is approved. Okay, moving on, we have no new business. The next meeting is scheduled for January 16th, and I hate to say this, but I will not be at the meeting on January 16th. I will be out of town, so either we'll go with the same people or we might do a slight alteration of the date. I'm not sure at this point.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thanks.
And I will remind the board members, we have an early meeting. See you next week,
Yes,
one
right.
week from today. Have a great weekend.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Same-
Thank you.
Same to all of you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all.